And surprisingly, our book is also titled The Black Connection. No connection between the book and the movie, though. It's just the same name. It's by Randolph Harris from 1974, and it's a Holloway House book as well. And before I go on, I just want to give a shout out to my man Chris Rubio. Chris is a guy I met who put me up on a lot of Holloway House stuff because he actually made a connection with the original owner of the Holloway House publishing company, Bentley Morris, and he was able to get a hold of a lot of Holloway House books, and kind of gave me some history about some of the Holloway House actors and stuff. So shout out to Chris Rubio. And if you're interested in picking up any Holloway House books, go check out his eBay store. He's under seller 8060, so 8060 underscore Melrose underscore Ave. And I'll put that in the show notes. But if you want to pick up any Holloway House books that you might be interested in reading, go check out his eBay store. So shout out to Chris. But what the Black Connection is about is basically it's about a dope man who builds up a smooth running organization with operations in Chicago and Detroit. And there's this teenage gang who wants in on the action. The teenage gang is called the Black Angels, and they want a piece of the pie. So what they do is they start attacking the dope man's dealers and crippling his organization. All this going on while the organization and the dope man is under investigation by the feds. Now, with this particular book, it's a decent read, similar to how The Black Connection was a decent movie, but this book is very formulaic, I would say, and predictable. And what I mean by that is I could kind of see what was coming. I could see this is where it's going. It was almost like the author was like, hey, this is what seems to be hip, urban, or Blaxploitation oriented. So let me just make sure I check the boxes that have those types of things in there. I mean, you had, the dirty cops, you had the dope dealer with the or his main man who he's putting in work. They're tight throughout the whole book, and then at some point down the road, what happens is his main man's brother gets killed or dies from an overdose of the dope that the organization is putting out. And so he kind of changes and flips on his boy. And they had dirty cop on the payroll, politician on the payroll. So it's just kind of like when you read it, or as I was reading it, I could kind of foresee some things that were coming. And again, a decent read, but it was just pretty formulaic to me. But nevertheless, it's worth checking out. Okay. So that's the book, The Black Connection.